In this video, we're going to go through editing notes. I'm here in a client record and I'm on the notes screen. And whether or not you can edit notes depends on how your licensee has set up Xplan. So if you can edit notes, all you need to do is click on the note and just add in your extra bits and click Save and Close. So that's if your licensee has allowed you to edit notes. I'm told that some licensees can set it up where they can edit notes for a window of time, like maybe a day, and then after that it's not editable. And some licensees have set it up where you can't edit the note. You go save and close, that's it, it's done. Personally, I like being able to edit a note because sometimes if it's relating to an application, and you'd have your right type and meeting type, then I'd write here, the date I did the application, then I'd come back and say I followed up, and I'd come back and I say, provided information, and, I might put a little date and, and so on and so forth. But I guess it really depends how your practice uses notes and what your licensee allows. So I'll say save and close. You may be thinking, oh, it's a little bit dangerous to let people edit notes. Well, there is actually an audit trail, which I can't show you because I don't have access to it in my site. But sometimes your practice manager can view the audit note, or your site administrator definitely can. And so they can actually see who edited the note, and it'll show the note before editing and after editing. But even for yourself, if you click into a note, and at the top right, you click on Actions, you can view the edit log. So there it is. This duration, the time it tells you depends on how your preferences has been set up. This could either mean I had this document note window open for a minute, and that's how long it took me to type and save, or sometimes I can set it up where I manually add in the time. Okay, so I'll close that. And while we're here, let me just show you what else is in this drop-down Actions button, which you only get after you have saved a note. So you have to save a note, come back and edit it, and so you can access this Actions button. What you can do is you can add a follow-up task. So what that does is it copies whatever's in the note and dumps it in a task. It isn't actually a live feed. So if you come here and you add more notes here, it's not like it's going to update in the task. No, it just took a snapshot and dumped it in a task, because why cut and paste it in if you're going to have a task about this? And you could actually activate a workflow that's a thread or case, or you could add in a diary event as well. So not sure how useful the other two are, but this one's definitely useful. I have used it quite a lot in the past. And yeah, you see here, you can PDF this note as well if you want to. All right, I might just shut this note down. I just realized after recording a few more videos, I forgot to show you how renaming the attachment looks like. So I'll just find my note with the attachment. You can see it here because it's got that paperclip symbol, and click on it and go to attachment and click on the drop down triangle and say rename, and did I spell that right? Accountant invoice. Okay. So you can only rename the attachment after you've actually saved the note, right? Because if you're trying to rename it at the point of attaching, then there's nothing to rename. It's not actually attached. Okay. You've got to save it. It's attached. Now you can rename. And while we're here, you don't always have to download an attachment to view it. You can actually just click on it and it shows you a preview. So that's handy. All right, so I'm going to close this down. Don't forget to actually press save and close because you made a change. You renamed the document. And then when you use your filters, you can search. And so now let's talk about deleting. Although it is possible to delete notes from Xplan, you're definitely not going to be allowed to do it, okay? So sometimes your practice manager has permission to delete notes and your site administrator has permission to delete notes, but I've never seen staff in a practice be able to delete notes. It's just turned off on their login. So I guess if you're a practice manager and the staff said, oh, whoops, this is wrong, you would click on the drop down and you would say delete. Okay, so that's it. Nice and short. Share this video if you found it useful, and I'll see you in the next video.